I'd like to thank you for coming out to do this interview with us tonight. So let's get started. What's your name?
My name's Brad Templeton. Brad Templeton.
And where did you grow up, Brad?
I grew up in Oakland, California.
Okay, and do you still live there, or where do you reside now?
I live in Los Angeles now.
And how's that treating you?
Treated about as good as a gangster can handle. I lived in Oakland for 2 months.
Why just 2 months?
I was too hard for that shit. The city couldn't handle me.
Why? What did you bring to that city?
I brought the bow staff.
The bow staff.
The bow.
Do you want to describe what a bow staff is? Because I know I'm not that familiar with it. Maybe other people aren't too.
To some people, it's just a stick.
And to you?
To me, it's an art form. It's a weapon and so much more. It brought so much to my life. My granddaddy was in the war. He came back from the war when I was 3 years old. And I was like, "What up, granddaddy?" And he handed me a bow staff. He didn't use guns in the war. He used a bow. And he presented that shit to me. And I said, "Thanks, granddaddy." And that was one of the happiest days of my life. And he showed me how to use that bow. But mostly, I taught myself.
Get busy, get live, get around, get funky, get stupid, get ghost, get sex, get close, get crazy, get over, get young, get older, get drunk, get laid, get up and get sober, get moving, get doing, get control, get yours, get mine, get behind, get money, get more, get the most like you got a gun. Peace, gotta roll to the dance floor, hit it like don't stop, get it, I'ma getting that ass and I'ma getting it fast and get your oxygen mask cause we about to get you high.
And how else did you learn the techniques of the bow?
Well, sometimes I'd go to Blockbuster, and once in a while they'd have a documentary, but those don't happen very often. But that was still good experience for me and shit. But I read some books. I went to the library 2 times, and mostly I taught myself. I did a little research online and shit, a little bit, but I mean mostly I brought it out of myself because I have that. Nobody can just become good at the bow. It's kind of born into you. It's personal shit. Damn it. You got me all worked up.
And since the bow was passed down to you, do you see yourself passing it on to further generations? Since it's in your blood?
Why you asking about my private life? Like if I'm having kids and shit. Of course, but now that we're on the topic, I might as well tell you. My bow staff, this bow right here, this is staying in my hands. This never leaves me more than 5 feet away from me at any given time. Maybe 10 feet, but never more than 10 feet away at any given time. And let me just tell you one other thing. I put this shit on my truck too.
How far are you away from you?
About 24, 36. Oh.
It never leaves my side. And you'll be seeing that shit. Bo-clockin. Maybe my kid will have a different bow. But I'm keeping this one for the rest of my life.
So Brad, if you don't mind me asking, how do you feel about the rise in drive-by Bo-clockin?
Well, not many people have heard about Bo-clockin. It's kind of been on the rise in the last couple of years. I mainly attribute that shit to me. If you've noticed, drive-by shootings have kind of gotten a little bit out of style. Not many people do them anymore. It's because that shit's just too easy. It takes a little bit of character to do a Bo-clock.
There he is. That's the one.
Don't do it, Brad. He's just having a good time.
Bo-clockin. Should have seen the comment. That was one devastating boat.
I take that shit very seriously, and I have many people I've done it to. I'll do it to anybody. There are no exceptions. I'll do it to old people, to little kids, to animals. Well, not so much animals, because I kind of like animals. But I do it mostly to old people and little kids, and mothers and fathers, and everybody in between. It doesn't matter. Everybody's a target. Everybody.
Yeah, man. You see that bitch? She's going down.
She's just a girl. Don't do it, Brad.
Man, what time is it?
Bo-clockin time. Bo-clockin. Come on, man. She's just a little girl.
I just look in the mirror, and I practice my techniques and shit.
Do you have a favorite move that you're willing to not demonstrate but show us?
How could I demonstrate and not show that shit?
Okay, did you want to show us?
I'll do it sitting down.
Okay.
This one's called Bitches in My Space Too Much. I'll show you how it's done. You start off with your right hand in the middle of the bow. Put your left hand other side opposite right next to it. Put the bow straight out. Bring it in. And say, bitch, get out of my space. And then do a follow through action. Coming through like that. Bringing it through. And then one more pop. Bitch, get out of my space.
All right, thank you so much. I'm sure that will be useful to some viewers.
It will.
Wow, that seems to look like it's very effective.
You're damn right it's effective.
I see you're wearing a nice chain there. What's that on your chain?
Oh, this? It's a basketball. When I'm not doing the bow, I'm always playing the pickup games and shit, betting lots of money. And one other thing, when people hear a name like Brad, they might not take me for somebody who's such a hard gangster. And one other thing, they never would expect me to be this good with a bow staff.
Bo-clock!
Bo-clock.